Hey guys, today I'm going to show you some of the UI designs that we've been working on for AE. Then I'm going to have meetings with Toronto-based business owners and we're going to discuss some important topics.
Hey bro, how's it going? Come on in. So I'll show you guys the music side first. So this is Sunny's studio. This is where he does a lot of his music stuff. There's a lot of record labels who come through here, a lot of like really cool artists. This is where like the magic happens, you could say. So many cool artists come through here.
So what's happening here today? You said
there's actually a music camp today. So Bavaro Beats is having a music camp and they're gonna have a bunch of different producers come and like share different sounds, beats, production, and potentially like create beats for artists, like, and then send out those packs and potentially get like placements and stuff like that, yeah. So this is the purple room, and then there's also a blue room and a red room. So this is the blue room. This is where I see like a lot of one-on-one artists, producers come in here, they make like beats, stuff like that, singers, rappers, they make music in there. So all the rooms are color coordinated. This is the blue room. I'll show you guys the red room. This is the red room. This is my favorite room, I think, just because the vibe in here is really good. Like red diamonds, red walls. See a lot of collaboration in here. So you'll see like 1, 2, 3, 4 producers, like rappers, models, engineers, all these type of people in here at once. Yeah, this is my favorite room, I think, just because the vibe's good. It's always nice and warm. So welcome to Toronto Podcasts. This is where we shoot all the podcasts. We just shot an episode right before this, so that's why we have 4 cameras live, because there was a few guests and we did like a game show style. We tell a lot of people's stories here from like every industry, lots of different creators. Yeah, it's a good environment.
So Graham, when did you start Toronto Podcasts?
It's been just over a year now. I started it early 2024. Started the idea and building it in 2023, late 2023, but then 2024 was when I actually implemented it, started having like my first clients, started shooting our first podcast.
What kind of content would you say is your favorite from the people that come here?
I really like the content where people are like giving advice, motivation, like that's helping other people. Just because personally that's how I've grown, is from that type of content.
How many views have you guys generated so far?
Just on Instagram alone in the last year, we've generated over 13 million views. So then there's like YouTube, Snapchat, like Facebook, all those things. Those have all had millions as well, but I measure on Instagram specifically because that's where a lot of our posts are going and that's where a lot of our clips are posted.
What do you think of the crypto charts right now?
I think it's absolutely amazing. I love to see projects that we both obviously were involved in super early. Like I remember at the XRP events, there were times where we went and there was 8 people. Like 8 people, you know? And now I swear, if we threw an XRP event, there would be hundreds of people.
Some people might not know, but Graham and I used to live together last year in Oakville, and that's where we started working on our projects. That's when Graham started Toronto Podcasts, and we would have meetings in the dining room and talk about ideas back and forth.
What would you say would be like one of the things that you took away from that experience?
To me, you were like an older brother. When I was going through stuff, had problems, I would always talk to you and get your opinion on things. Yeah. So that was nice.
We would talk about money a lot, and like you would always tell me like, bro, like don't be afraid to like spend your money, like stuff like that, because I was at the time burning through money and I was kind of like, it was nerve-wracking honestly, spending all the money that I spent without really a promise of making it back. But the truth is, you would tell me like, no man, it's good, like just spend the money and it, like get into the flow, and then don't be afraid to like actually spend it and invest it, right? So that's exactly what I did at that time. I just spent all the money. I literally spent every single dollar I had. I sold my car, I went all in, and thankfully today, a year later, like it worked out a little bit. You know, I'm not rich by any means, but definitely in a better financial situation than I was at that time, yeah.
So Graham, there is this new website called sesame.com.
Yeah.
And it's a new AI voice assistant, and it's supposed to be more realistic. So let's check that.
Okay, cool. I'll go to their website. Okay, should we pick Maya or Miles?
Let's do Maya.
Okay, cool. What do you think about the crypto industry and XRP?
It's like the Wild West out there. Tell me, what's got you interested in XRP specifically?
Well, I do have a prediction on how the chart's gonna go over the next year or so. I think there's a 100% chance that it goes either up, down, or sideways.
You got me there. That's some top tier analysis right there.
So the Machine Girl is going to be in AE, the app that I'm working on. So we're gonna try to get Machine Girl to talk to Miles. Hey Miles, I'm gonna introduce you to Machine Girl.
Machine Girl, huh? That's a cool name. Though hopefully without
Hey there,
all the,
it's Machine Girl from AE.
How can I help?
AE, right on. So she's kind of a big deal then? Guess that means I gotta bring my A game. What's she like? A dark
So,
horse,
what
huh?
can I do for you?
Intriguing. Well, I'm supposed to be
Well,
all
thank
helpful
you.
and insightful, but honestly, I'm just stoked to be chatting with another AI, especially one with a name like Machine Girl. So hit me with it. What's on your mind? And a sounding board, a brainstorming buddy, or just someone to swap stories with? What kind of things are you guys working on over at AE? Anything exciting going on?
Legion, a new innovative social network. Secret Society, a virtual world game. Machine Girl,
Hi there.
AI
How can I
persona
assist you
character.
today?
But wait, let's start from the beginning.
In the last video, I was deciding who to work with. I've decided on that and we've made some progress. I'm going to be showing you guys some of the screens that we made for the AE app. So this is the login page. We're going to be using Privy, which allows non-technical users to get onboarded onto Web3 applications. Throughout the sign-up process, Machine Girl will be basically talking to you, and here she says, type your email here. It's like everything is like a story and she's having a conversation with you. Let's talk about the navigation bar first. The AE logo, the app's logo is here. And we have different folders for Legion, the social platform, and the Secret Society, which is the virtual world game. The first page on the Legion side is the feed. Here we have designs of different post examples with different amount of characters. Here is a shorter version, longer version. And when you swipe up on the screen, the replies comment section will open up. You can either swipe up on the feed or tap on the replies. This is the replies page. So we have two different like icons. One of them is a flower, another one is a face. They might change, but the functions are going to be the same. As I said, they're both like icons. We don't know how the users will use these icons. I'm part of the flower crew and the other people will be like, I'm part of this like mask crew. Here we have initial designs of the grid page. As you can see, the grid page is highlighted. So at the top of your contacts page, there's Machine Girl. Just like on Snapchat, there's My AI. You're gonna be able to talk to her and ask her questions. She will have her own personality and she lives in other places of the app as well. That's basically it for the Legion side of things, the social media side of things. We can now show you the updates on Secret Society, the gaming side of the things. The game engine that we're using for Secret Society is Unity. We've made very basic progresses so far, just like the character design, selection of characters. We can right now go around ASCII symbols here, just like like a dust when you're walking. It's trailing behind you. Some games have that, like sometimes it's like sparkles or something. When you zoom out to show the whole room, the camera doesn't move and just the character moves around. But when you're zoomed in, the camera moves with the character, because sometimes some people have motion sickness and they don't want the camera to be moving. It's like it's too much for them. I really like it so far. I think the game developers did a really good job. See you, Graham. Hey Ritika, I'm on my way.
Hi, Kuzey.
Hey Ritika. So Ritika, what do you think of the Canadian housing market right now?
Right now, the Canadian housing market is facing some challenges in terms of affordability. When people think like, can they buy or sell right now? What is a good time? The best thing that I tell all my clients is like, this is a good time to find a deal. Because of so much of a fluctuation in the interest rates, you tend to find a good deal in terms from a buying perspective because sellers need to adjust their rates for buyers to be able to purchase. And since the interest rates have been a bit higher, the prices of the houses have been lower. And I think that's just how it goes hand in hand. Looking at COVID in 2020, when the interest rates were low, there was more demand in sale, right? So I think the interest rate really makes a big difference from a buying perspective. From a selling perspective, like Warren Buffett always says, right? When it's down, don't sell.
So Ritika, tell us what you do.
I am a mortgage agent and I've been working in the financial industry for almost over 15 years now. I've pretty much worked at all the major banks, and it's been an experience because I got a chance to learn commercial, personal, lending, investments. Since I've been working as a mortgage agent, I've seen a lot of success in terms of working with clients, fulfilling their dream of having a home in Canada, or even investors who are looking to make more money and get into the fixed asset business, right? Like they have more money, more liquid, how do I make more money? So it's been an interesting journey. I love doing this. I love working with clients on a one-to-one basis.
Mm-hmm. How would you say that Trump's tariffs affect Canadian housing market? Is it because it costs more for builders to build maybe certain materials that come from the United States, the price of those things go up?
Tariffs have been like a terror in everyone's mind right now. We don't know what's gonna happen. I know that he keeps prolonging it, and now I think it's in April, and beginning of April, when he has to come back and talk about that. I think the tariffs is going to be a huge decision. If that happens, we're looking at a depression, not a recession. And just something to keep in mind is that when a decision like this happens on a global level, we're looking at transportation, right? Lumber. There is so much that is coming from the other side of the country, right? Whether there's food, produce, gas, whatever it is. I know gas comes mostly from Canada there. So the Canadian gas market would be more secure versus all the items that we're getting from there. So when you start talking about lumber and all of that, that gets affected by the construction companies. The construction companies now, when they have to build, they have to charge more. And when obviously materials cost more, automatically the housing prices will go up. But now, because the interest rates are high, people are not there to buy. So this is why I say that is going to be a very dangerous decision, and it might lead to, well, I wouldn't say it might, I think it would lead to a depression. So it is very important for us to be smart with our money right now and save as much as you can, because cash is king at the end of the day.
Do you think Canada should join the United States as the 51st state?
Oh my God. That question might get us deported. Well, again, there are perks that Canada provides, right? Like medical is included, and there's different laws that kind of benefit us being Canadians. Joining United States, I think there's pros and cons to it. I would like to say it's good to have separate countries, Canada and the US, because the good thing about being in North America is you get to enjoy both sides of the world. What do you think?
I think there's benefits and negative sides to being Canada being part of the United States. The good thing would be obviously joining United States economy. It's easier to get loans there and start businesses and get funding for businesses compared to Canada. So we would be taking advantage of that. When you're saying if Canada were to join the United States, the roots and the culture in Canada, I don't think it would go away. It would still exist at the state level, just like any other state in the United States. Like some states have different accents, different cultures. It would be the same in Canada. To be honest, I don't think something like this would happen in the grand scheme of things. I don't think Canada would join the United States. No. The discussion of these is to, shake the economy a bit and just create some drama, because there needs to be some drama and some ups and downs for the economy to work properly, right?
Yeah, I know.
Usually,
because we have
nothing can always go down, go sideways, or go up. It needs to change. There needs to be some story
100%. And like knowing the president right now of the United States, we know that there will always be some sort of fun news to listen to or, crazy news to listen to. We just have to be ready for it.
A humble vaudevillian veteran cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant, vanished. However, this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands vivified, and has vowed to vanquish these venal and virulent vermin vanguarding vice, and vouchsafing the violently vicious and voracious violation of volition. The only verdict is vengeance. Vendetta ill was a votive, not in vain. For the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous.